Because you know I'm all about that cake, so yummy. I'm all about that cake in your tummy. I'm all about that cake, so yummy. I'm all about that cake. Happy birthday, Jen. Here's what we about to do. We about to bake a cake and make it just for you. We'll make it big and gorgeous. Your jaw will drop just like you. It's gonna be perfect from the bottom to the top. 'Cause it's your day to get crazy. Come on and celebrate. Show up. Well, let's get wild. Don't be shy, baby. Go ahead and shake a cake. 'Cause you know I'm all about that cake. I said I'm all about that cake. I'm all about that cake. I said I'm all about that cake.
Welcome back for a very special happy birthday edition here in the Ocho. Oh, look who's back in the old studio seat. Feels good. Well, I would only do it for a special occasion. And you know what? Today qualifies as a very special occasion, it being Jen's birthday. Should be a national holiday. You know what? I think we're going to go ahead and talk to the congressman, talk to the senators. Let's make November 27th a national holiday because everybody needs to celebrate it the way that Sierra Cove does. Hey, you know what? Very least, let's make it an official Sierra Cove holiday. We got a couple guys in the inside track. We got Jason, we got Tobias. We can go ahead and make November 27th officially on the calendar here in Sierra Cove as holiday. And I think an ensuing block party should probably commence. Love it. Last year's block party was pretty good. I don't think Matt wants to do it every year, but we should because it was super fun. I thought, you know what? We need to pay some proper tribute to Jenn. All Jenn does is plan these wonderful gatherings for everybody else, all these thoughtful moments here and there. So you know what? I thought, let's go back and pay a little tribute to the woman, the myth, the legend. I think that if we go back to where it all began in 1982, we might be able to see the signs in pop culture that led us to where we are today. I mean, if there's one thing that's true, we know that what was popular in the 80s is popular in the 20s right now. Everything right now is kind of influenced from 80s culture back then. So let's go back to it. I mean, what influences probably brought us to where we are today here, and let's see how accurate they are. Well, in 1982, let's go with music first, right? Well, who doesn't love a good 80s tune? I mean, I love them. Well, number one hit was Olivia Newton-John's Physical. Pretty good track. I think the fashion probably influenced more than just the music. Look at that, like that look right there. You could easily wear that on a Royal Caribbean cruise or a Carnival cruise and fit right on in. With this guy and the green's got going on, I could easily recreate that, no problem. It's probably jet screen. That's probably the hard to get jet screen. So just throw a little logo on that, no problem. This guy needs a shirt. I don't know what's going on with this. This is a problem. This guy is an issue. Whatever, forget about it. But yeah, 82. This was the number one hit. You turning 41, we got to think, you know what was the number 41 hit? Well, we got to go a little bit deeper. I don't know if you remember these guys. This would be the Little River Band. Had a little ditty named Take It Easy on Me. Take It Easy on Me, yeah. Did not withstand the test of time as easily as Physical did. I think that's what happens. You get outside of the 10s and the 20s and the Billboard charts and a little less memorable as decades move on. Nevertheless, this was the number 41 hit of that year. Look at the hairstyles. Can we get the guys to do this? I'm pretty sure that with Jason's beard and pair of glasses, that's him right there. Pretty sure that if Matt grew out the hair a little bit, whatever this is, that a mullet? Is that I don't know, a Sylvester Stallone thing? I don't know. I like it. I could probably pull off that guy. I don't know. One of them. Anyway, these are looks that we need to bring back because really, if we want to get fashion forward, you got to go fashion backward. You got to go back to 80s fashion to bring it back. You know what? This should be our blueprint. Good looking crew here. This Little River Band. We'll rethink that one. We'll rethink it in post. But anyways, that was music. Let's go over to movies. What was the big inspirational hit of 82? Well, let's look at the Academy Awards that year. Best Picture winner, Chariots of Fire. Yeah, that makes a little bit more sense. Great book. I know you're more of a reader than a movie watcher. The book was pretty inspirational. Movie was really touching. A lot of people loved it. I think the thing that made the film was the score. You know, the da-na-na-na-na-na. Yeah, That was gold. You play that in the background, you could move mountains. And you hear that song, anything you had to accomplish, you're accomplishing it. That was the big hit of 82. Bunch of British guys running on the beach in shorts and white and everything else like that. It's sort of like, all right, calm down. You're at the beach. We get it. It's cold. You're British. You probably have bad food. The whole deal. Good flick, though. But I know you're more of a reader than you are a movie watcher. So what was the big, if we go back to that New York Times bestseller list of 82, what was the number one hit around the time that November 27th took place? That was easily James Michener's Space. What do you know? The number one book of 82 was a book about space. And what'd you do? You gravitated towards the Space Coast. You got yourselves a bunch of neighbors that love watching rockets launch. We run in the Space Coast half marathons. We want to go to the Kennedy Space Center. And we love space. We're talking about seeing eclipses, the whole deal. So that makes a lot of sense. So I think in that sense here, if we look to the novels of 82, that definitely brought us to present day 2023, I think might be a bit of a reach. But anyways, it gives us something to work with here. But Jenn, wow. To pay tribute to you, we need a lot more than a couple-minute video here on the Ocho. But you are phenomenal. You're one of the best neighbors and friends anybody in the world could ever dream of having. So we wanted to do something a little bit more special for you here. To pay you proper tribute, it's got to be an all-year thing. It can't be a one-day thing. That much we know. That much is a fact. But I thought, being the big fan that you are of a certain Kane Brown, I thought, wouldn't it carry some weight if we could get old Kane to come in here and say some wonderful words of appreciation and everything else like that. So I called him up. I said, "Hey, Kane, Nick Two Sleeves needs something," and he immediately returned my call because why wouldn't he? So we're kicking on over to what Kane had to say to you. And Jenn, happy birthday! Can't wait for many, many more to come. Can't wait for the next party. All the good stuff. You're the best. Happy birthday.
Well, hey there, Jenn. This is your boy, Kane Brown. Kane Brown, country music superstar. Old Nicky Two Sleeves asked me if I wouldn't mind reaching out to you, it being your birthday and all. And I said, well, you know what Kane Brown always says, anything for a fan, that's what I'm there for. So you being a pretty big fan of mine makes me a pretty big fan of yours. And so I said, you know what, Nicky, I am pretty busy these days. I'm over there in the studio thinking up me new number one country hits. Got this whole album I'm thinking up on John Deere products and weed eaters and tractors and things of the sort. And, eating boiled peanuts out of a paper bag and eating grits with whatever you eat grits with, because, that's what I like to do here, being from the South and all. So I said, I'm going to take some time out of the studio. I'm going to do it. And I might be getting away from the point, so I'm going to get on back to it. But Nicky said, you know what? It's Jenn's birthday, and, the neighbors and the friends and the family, they all think the world of you, Jenn, and you're over there spending just about every day thinking about how to do something nice for somebody else. And that's pretty much what you do. You plan the best parties, you plan the best gatherings, and you bring people closer together. And you don't always do it with a lot of thanks. And sometimes it may not even seem like it gets appreciated the way that it should, but let me tell you, it does get noticed. And everybody here thinks the world of you. And everybody appreciates the fact that you make everybody's day a lot brighter with everything you got in store for them. And you know what? Today ought to be your day, and you should have a whole lot more of them than just today. And everybody is super, super grateful to have you as a part of their community, and everything you do for everybody else is not unnoticed. Jenn, you're a wonderful friend. You're a wonderful everything, and the neighborhood loves you. So hope you have a good old special day today, and I'm going to get on back here to my studio and think of some more country hits here, maybe spitting on a dog or whatever else you do in the South here. I'm going to think it all up. But Jenn, this is your day, and hope it's special.